Paul here with another rant, and joined by Giorgio, but he's hiding from the camera at the moment. Today's rant is about Down Under TDS. There's at least 2 people in my immediate family that suffer from TDS, Trump Derangement Syndrome, which is a little strange because we live in Australia. But I think most left-wing people suffer from this, no matter where you come from. So I'm right-wing, as I've previously probably mentioned. So my thoughts on Trump: he's by no means perfect, but he does some good things. And here's Giorgio. Good boy. Hello, mate. So some things he doesn't do very well with the tweets. He should just stop doing them, or have someone filter them. They don't always hit the mark or are inappropriate for someone of his position. The name calling, it's fun, but again, not ideal. And then there's tariffs that may not work out well. We'll have to see. Has been challenged by the courts, but I think that was just, he had to use a different method of imposing them on a temporary basis. We will see. And his meme coin, or whatever you call it, Trump coin, I think that was inappropriate. But he does get it a lot right. The closing of the border, deportations, the peace deals around the world he's helped with, if not secured. He's getting rid of DEI in the government and wherever else he can, and trying to bring back manufacturing to America. So overall, I'd say he's a net positive, and much better than the previous person and his opponent in the last election, who would have been a disaster. So of the 2 people in my immediate family with TDS, one, I won't mention who they are, it doesn't really matter, no one will know who they are. One's not that spoken, gets his news from the Australian Broadcasting Corporation, who are very left-wing biased, so yeah, I don't think they particularly unbiased in their portrayal of Trump. But the other one is very outspoken, and every time we get together there's a discussion about Trump and how bad he is from their perspective. And obviously they are left-wing. They're a big fan of the podcaster Destiny, who apparently never gets anything wrong and always proves everything he says. So I can't stand that guy, and yeah, don't particularly want to watch any of his podcasts. But they also watch other, apparently, left-wing podcasters. And obviously I watch right-wing podcasters, including Devori Darkins and Victor Hanson Davis and a few others. And in my opinion, the right-wing podcasters or commentators tend to give somewhat both sides of the discussion, whereas I think 90% of left-wing podcasters and commentators give a very biased view. I have called this person out several times as having TDS, which they really don't like, and apparently it makes my argument weak or something, because I just go back to, you've got TDS, but if the shoe fits. So we have tried various discussions over the last few years, with January 6th being the biggest complaint, that Trump caused or incited an insurrection, which, yeah, I don't think he did, and I think if he had, then the Democrats would have got him on that, because the warfare against Trump is undeniable, and unprecedented. Apparently he's been convicted of 34 felonies, but if you look into that, there is some debate as to whether the underlying felony that made all the misdemeanors he was charged for upgraded to felonies. He wasn't actually charged with the original felony. And yeah, there's a lot of debate about that, and it is going to the appeals court. The Fannie Willis stuff was ridiculous, and it's now coming out there was meetings with the DOJ and the Biden admin at that time, as well as the whole Russia fake collusion, with millions of dollars spent on the Mueller investigation. There's Jack Smith, the special counsel that wasn't appointed by the Congress, so it wasn't legitimate, and all the wrongdoings he did with the getting the Republican senators' phone records and stuff, and yeah, just so much warfare against Trump. But then if Trump mentions that Comey should be investigated, or Letitia James, oh, that's the other one, Letitia James, trying to bankrupt Trump for what? Overestimating his property value on a loan which the bank looked into anyway, and we're okay with it. So, and a $500 million fine. It's all just ridiculous, and that's yeah. But if Trump mentions that Comey might have done something wrong, or Letitia James, then oh, that's so bad that he's telling the DOJ what to do. Well, I think he has every right to. If there's been so much warfare against him, then so be it. So be it. And there's so many other things that come up. Everything Trump does, whether it's attacking the drug cartels, apparently that's the wrong thing to do, or just a little perplexed as to how people in Australia can be so anti-Trump. I mean, obviously, what happens in America does affect Australia somewhat, and I think it is a battle of the left versus right. But I also think Trump's not an establishment politician and has some different ways of doing things. So all I can suggest is anyone suffering from TDS to get some help and maybe be a little less biased. Anyway, thanks for listening. Please like, subscribe and comment, and I'll see you in the next one.